Hey, welcome to FailCraft Casts. I'm Hammy, and this is a 2-minute news update on the January 2015 change to Undertaker and the Hearthstone card balancing. So I'm going to start my 2-minute update. 3, 2, 1, now. Undertaker. Why is this news? Well, Undertaker is news because this has been a very strong card in the metagame since the Curse of Naxxramas. When you summon a minion with Death Rattle, you gain 1/1. So long story short, you could throw this down turn 1. You could then, if you had the coin, throw down more 1 and 2 drop Death Rattle minions. And this basically gave a bunch of decks the ability to accelerate out of the gate very, very fast, attack very hard and very fast, whether they be rushes or more mid-range or mid-game decks. It gave a lot of decks a very, very strong early game start, particularly because there are a lot of mid to late game decks that perhaps had bigger cards in the mid or later game, or tried to win in the mid or later game, that could still benefit from this strong early game card. You would still play minions with Death Rattles in those decks, but throwing in a couple of Undertakers meant that you could perhaps put some very early pressure early on. And then Hunters, Priests, Mech Mages, a whole bunch of decks as of this time are taking advantage of this. So Blizzard have announced a change. It's going to be coming up in an upcoming patch. They've not said exactly when. Undertaker will now read, whenever you summon a minion with Death Rattle, gain 1 attack. Now note that at the moment it's 1/1. It's 1 attack and 1 health. So Blizzard's reasoning, Undertaker was frustrating to play against. It gained both attack and health stats significantly above those of other inexpensive minions very early in the game. With this change, we expect Undertaker will still be better than other 1-mana minions when played in the deck with a Death Rattle theme, but more likely to die in combat against other minions. So there is Blizzard's change notification. So practical implications, you will still see Death Rattle decks, you will still see Undertaker in those decks, but Undertaker should be a little bit harder to kill. When an Undertaker hit the board in most games, you wanted to try and find a way to kill it as quickly as possible, and it was also getting ubiquitous. It was showing up in so many decks, and perhaps strengthening decks in the early game that perhaps wouldn't use it otherwise. So it will make Undertakers a bit easier to kill. They will still be used a bunch, I think, but they will not be such a threat early game as they have been previously. They'll need a lot more support to keep alive. And with that comes our 2-minute finisher. And that is our 2-minute update on Undertaker. So this video is on the 27th, 28th of January 2015. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks very much for tuning in for more 2-minute deck guides, more Hearthstone news, and our longer show as well, the Hearthstone Half Hour, where we both do deck guides, pick your own arenas, Hearthstone strategy, a bunch of other stuff. Try and click the links in the top left or top right. Please let us know what you thought of this video. If you're on YouTube, hit subscribe, like, comment, let us know how good it was or how bad it was, what was good, what we could do better. Thanks very much for tuning in. What do you think about the Undertaker changes? Please comment down below on YouTube and let us know what you think about this change. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it necessary? Is it not? Are you going to be missing Undertaker? Are you really happy to see it go away? Thanks very much for tuning in to FailCraft Casts. I've been Hammy. Take it easy.